Yo, what is up everyone? Back here with another video. You guys might be like, whoa, Joe's back making a video. This has been forever. Yes, definitely has. So for today's video, I'm actually going to be bringing a team that I used in World Cup. I'm going to start making a habit of posting videos where I'm kind of playing through the ladder, showing you how these teams operate, especially the ones that I've used. And if you guys are interested in getting access to these teams, they'll all be up on my Patreon, which you guys will have linked down below. And also, I'll have the open pace link down below as well. But without further ado, let's get into it. So for today, what team are we using? So we're going to be using the team I used in week 1 of World Cup, which is going to be a hard trick room team. So it has Lilligant Torkoal as like an alternative mode it can take advantage of. And basically, the overall idea of the team, I just realized my mic is like completely out of the way. The main idea of the team is basically that you pretty much either threaten the like Torkoal Lilligant mode early and then win with like the late game like Trick Room and Ursaluna, or you kind of threaten the Psy Spam early. Like a team like this, specifically because they have Rillaboom and Chien-Pao, Psy Spam could be a bit annoying to bring, so we have to definitely be aware of that. They don't really have anything in particular to hard wall or Lilligant Torkoal. The main thing that we have to be careful with when we're against teams like this is just more so like, are they going to go with something that's more focused around basically, like, are they going to go with something that's more focused around kind of slowing down our Lilligant Torkoal, like Tornadus with Rain Dance plus Urshifu, or are they going to go with, like, kind of a different approach? So, what I would like to bring here is bringing the Lilligant in the lead. So, with these Lilligant Torkoal teams, sometimes you don't actually have to bring Torkoal, but you can always leverage the threat of it. So, we're going to be leading Armarouge as well with Lilligant, so we kind of pressure Sleep Powder and Trick Room. And then we're going to have the Ursaluna in the back to capitalize, and then Indeedee so we can get rid of the grassy terrain, so we could set up Psychic terrain to protect our Lilligant from like a taunt from Tornadus, or we could protect it from, you know, something else. Let's see what they do here. Alright, they got the Cyrilage photo. Right, let's see what they lead. I feel like from them, Tornadus Urshifu is probably a lead I would expect. Maybe something that's a bit more... Yeah, Urshifu Tornadus, yep. Okay, so they're leading Urshifu Tornadus. So here, what they're probably going to try and prioritize is getting rid of both of our Mons. As long as they're not max speed Jolly Urshifu, we're actually in a pretty decent position here. I kind of like firing off the Sleep Powder into the Tornadus here. Let me double check here and make sure. Yeah, okay, that is Sleep Powder. My camera's like in front of it. I should probably move my camera for myself, but it's fine. All right, I'm gonna throw a Sleep Powder here into the Tornadus, and I'm gonna go for a hard switch into the Indeedee. I could potentially also throw it into the Urshifu, actually, now that I think about it some more. I kind of like throwing it into Urshifu, actually, and maybe switching into Indeedee, because if I stop Urshifu from moving, especially if they click Rain Dance, it's pretty good, and they're probably clicking Taunt here, right? So let's do that instead. Obviously, we need to land our Sleep Powder. If we don't land Sleep Powder, it's looking a little rough, but so is the life of Indeedee Torkoal players. Alright. Let me also see if I can move this around. Okay, so we get our Psychic Seed, which is fine. Okay. They're gonna go for a Terra. So they probably went for Terra Water and Rain Dance and Surging Strikes, or they went for like a defensive Terra, maybe. No, they just went for... Okay. So they might click Rain Dance here, honestly. Actually, very, very likely they would click it. They did click Rain Dance. Okay, is our Lilligant faster? We're faster because we're Adamant. So... Okay, nice. We're faster. Okay, so we get the Sleep Powder off. This is good. It's still a little scary, obviously, because if Urshifu wakes up, this could still be a really dicey situation. But it's very likely that they stay asleep, right? So what we can do here is just kind of click a Trick Room here. And just go for a Sleep Powder into Tornadus as well. We could also, another sick play we could do is after you, into our Indeedee, and give it Trick Room earlier. That actually would be like a really good option. Before I forget, by the way, I'm going to move my camera here so I can make sure I see all my moves properly. And then transform, and then flip horizontal. There we go. Okay. I kind of like the idea of doing the after you Trick Room to guarantee we get it up, but also I kind of also don't mind weighing, like, leaning into odds here and just going for Sleep Powder and Trick Room. It's like a pretty safe play. Okay, they actually switched, so this is pretty good. Did they taunt though? They're gonna taunt, but they're gonna taunt into our Indeedee because they don't want Trick Room to go up. If I had to guess, which is fine because then we put Tornadus to sleep. If they taunt our Lilligant, we're fine with that too. Okay, that's fine. We get Trick Room up, so we don't care. We have to be careful that we just don't get caught for a lot of damage as we're switching in our Armoroge, because obviously if we get hit by like a Woodhammer or something, not exactly the most preferable situation. We could maybe get Ursaluna in for free as well, because it's very unlikely that a grass move is going to be going into Lilligant here. So we could double switch here and bring in Armoroge for Indeedee as well. The only scary thing would be if they click something like High Horsepower and Bleakwind into the Armoroge switch in. But I don't think that's very likely. Also, not all Rillabooms have high horsepower, so I feel like this is a pretty safe call. Alright, so we bring in Armoroge here, then we switch in Ursaluna. We're just trying to get in a good position to put on some pressure, basically. It's like, it's gonna be weird. As long as they don't Woodhammer into us, so I think we're good. They're gonna for sure go for a Bleakwind though, I guess. Oh, I guess, are they? No, they're not, yeah, they're not. Okay, Woodhammer comes out. Okay, and they're gonna go for Bleakwind here. Yep. Okay, our Armoroge takes it, which is the important thing, and we get the burn on the Ursaluna. All we wanted to do was get the burn on the Ursaluna here. Then we can just switch it back into Indeedee immediately and just go for Expanding Force, get a ton of damage down. I think that's like a pretty reasonable turn. We could also potentially fish for like the Facade into Torn and just go for an attack, but I think it's better if we go for the Expanding Force first to get the value out of like the Armoroge, right? We could potentially get a KO here, and then we get in our Ursaluna in Psychic Terrain, and if they switch out their Rillaboom again, it's fine, because we can just go for a Terra Ghost to ignore Fake Out. So we're gonna switch and just go for Expanding, because they don't have any way to reset the terrain this turn, which means we're gonna get a ton of damage with Expanding Force, which should be really good. So I'd be pretty content if we even get like a little bit of damage here. Okay. Indeedee comes in. Psychic Terrain comes out. If they switch in Chien-Pao, that's probably the most annoying thing they could bring in. But if they click Bleakwind, then they're going to give us a free switch. That's probably Pao if I had to guess, but if they don't have Pao, then they won't switch it in, obviously. They do have Pao. Okay, so this is fine because we're still going to get damage on the Tornadus, but obviously it's a little bit annoying because we didn't get as much value out of Expanding Force as we wanted. Like, we could have attacked here, but we do get the KO. Okay, so that's, like, not terrible. I think we just have to break Chien-Pao's Sash, and then we'll be in, like, a relatively okay position. Okay. I think they're going to bring back out Rilla here because they get Fake Out pressure. I'd guess. Okay. Okay. Their Urshifu being asleep in the back is actually really helpful for us as well. Alright, we're going to switch in our Lilligant here. It's the most expendable slot, and we're just going to click Heat Wave. If we die, it's fine, because then we get the free switch into Ursaluna. And then we could switch back in Indeedee or something. But we need to, like, kind of, like, reset our board state a little bit. We could also go for Sleep Powder into the Chien-Pao, actually, and click Terra Ghost Facade, or just regular Facade, depending on what we expect them to do. It's a little bit risky, obviously. There's some different things that can play out here. I mean, that's the whole thing of Side Spend, though, is, like, you're kind of playing this consistent mind game. So, alright, let's see what they do here. Lilligant comes out. They go for a Fake Out and Armoroge. That makes sense. They don't KO. I don't know if that's better or worse. I feel like that might be better. Icicle Crash comes out here. Okay. So, like, we don't like that our Lilligant got chipped, but also the fact that it's faster than the Urshifu means as long as we get rid of Chien-Pao before, it should actually be relatively okay. Also, the fact that we get a full power Heat Wave this turn is actually a huge deal. And we will survive the Life Orb chip, actually, based on with how much we have left. Let's check real quick. Okay, they have one more turn to trick room. We either click Expanding here or we click Heat Wave. They shouldn't really commit to a Sucker Punch here. It's pretty risky, all things considered. I kind of want to just bank on them, like, playing it safe. I kind of want to just play, like, really aggro here. Because if we just switch in Indeedee here, they just lose, and it's pretty obvious. And they know it's, like, very optimal, right? So, like, if we click Heat Wave here and we kind of make the read that they're going to, like, play around us playing optimal, that would actually be, like, really helpful. Alright, let's see what they do here. They should switch. They really should. Like, it's so risky to not switch here. But if they call us out on it, then good on them, I guess. Okay. Okay, so we do get the Heat Wave off. That's big damage. We don't KO. That's Assault Vest. We live on 1, as expected. Woodhammer comes out. Okay. So, can we live... If we live the double up and get Trick Room up again, I think the game's just over. The thing is, though... Is it over, though? It's a little scary here, for sure. There are ways we can lose this 100%. I think we have to bring in Ndidi here. For sure. I think we kind of have to Heat Wave, don't we? Well, if we Trick Room and they click Woodhammer and Icicle Crash, they get the KO on us. And then it's just Arm Erosion, Chien-Pao. Maybe that's our better line, but then they have Aqua Jet pressure. I think we have to click Follow Me Trick Room, actually. We kind of need Trick Room up for our team, right? Like, if we go for a Heat Wave here and they make the mistake and they target our Arm Erosion, that would be fine, but then we're banking on them making a mistake. They committed Terra to Ursh, which is good. I almost think Follow Me Trick Room is better, but I'm also kind of feeling like Trick Room Heat Wave accomplishes the same thing. Yeah, Trick Room Heat Wave, because if they go for a... Okay, are they double targeting it? Maybe I'm joking here. Okay, let's see. It really depends on how long the Ursh boost stays asleep, to be honest with you, because... Also, if we get a burn here, we just auto-win, right? It just literally depends on if the Ursh sleeps or not. Like, we could have Trick Roomed here, and that would have been okay. Maybe that would have been better. It's, like, weird, because the Rillaboom, if he comes back in, like, after this, because the optimal play would be switch to Ursh and, like, bring out Rilla, right? Then you get Grassy Glide Sucker pressure on the Ursaluna. I think we bank on just them sleeping, honestly. The question is, so this is still a mind game, right? So not only do we need it to sleep, but we also need Chien-Pao. Like, we need to guess whether Chien-Pao protects or not, basically. If we get it right here and Chien-Pao protects and we Facade the Urshifu, we win. If we call it wrong, we probably lose because that gives Urshifu too many turns to wake up. I kind of want to just think they're going to just go for an attack here and play for their odds, so I'm just going to attack the Chien-Pao. And I'm going to Terra Ghost here, so I'm not weak to Icicle Crash as well. Let's see. Did they go for Protect? If they went for Protect and we got the read wrong here, we'd probably just auto lose. But I think they should be attacking here because they can also flinch us, so they might want to go for Icicle Crash to flinch. And like they'll lose if I read it right. But if they make the read, then they make the read. Oh, we should have facade. I mean, if they wake up, it doesn't matter. Let's see if they wake up. Okay, they woke up. Okay, it didn't make a difference. Yeah, so like that read is kind of tough, right? Because it's like you kind of have to make the decision of like, are they going to invest into kind of surviving that turn with the Chien-Pao, or are they just going to play the optimal way, which is like kind of double target into your Ursaluna? It didn't even matter because they woke up anyways, right? They were just giving themselves an extra opportunity to wake up. So, yeah. That's a bit of a bummer. But like, I also think too, like, so in general, the main thing this team struggles with, right, is the kind of Chien-Pao, Rillaboom matchups, because basically you have a dark type that can switch into the moves, and then you have a, you know, really good, I guess, way to change away the terrain, so Expanding Force isn't as threatening. So like you have two really good ways to stop Expanding Force, which means you kind of have to play smart. I think the Lilligant was good there. I think the fact that they caught it on the switch in was like kind of rough. Maybe had we positioned it a bit better, that could have helped us, but I think that was definitely like a big part of it. All right. We are doing pretty well this season though. Like we're 13-3, and like also the 2 losses I have, or until now, was literally just disconnecting, right? So that's not the worst. We'll probably get like a few games in with this team. I'm thinking like we can get like 3 or 4, so you guys can kind of see the team in its glory. Or glory or not glory, I don't know. All right, so oh, this is a really like I wouldn't be worried about this team. Basically, is the way I would describe it. I kind of like just leading Torkoal Lilligant here. It just kind of overwhelms them a little bit. I think in the back you definitely want your Ursaluna. Because they're kind of a setup spammer team, if you have like Clops in the back, you can just haze away like any of the setup that they do. So I kind of like having Clops as like the late game option. All right, let's see. Okay, they lead Comet and Grimmsnarl. I don't really think this is a bad lead. I kind of am really tempted to just click Eruption here, to be honest with you, and just click Sleep Powder into the Comet. Because, like, Grimmsnarl doesn't do anything, right? If Grimmsnarl clicks Spirit Break, we're still getting a huge amount of damage off. And if we get the Sleep Powder off, we're also, like, really fine. Let's see what they do here. Maybe, like, fake out close combat in a Lilligant, but then even then you get a full power Eruption off, right? Okay, so if we get Sleep Powder off here, we're in a phenomenal position. Nice. Now, full power Eruption is just going to come out and absolutely shred the board. Okay. Oh, yeah, that was a really great turn. We're just going to Eruption again and just click Solar Blade and just try and get rid of this Grim. If they click Reflect, it's fine, but if they don't, they're just going to die. Okay. I mean, this is a phenomenal start to the game. Like, this is the one thing with screens teams that you can really exploit if you're playing well, is you could just kind of capitalize off of the passive turns. Okay, do they wake up on Palmet? If they don't wake up on Palmet, they just lose. They do wake up, okay. We have a lot of turn 1 wakes. Nuzzle, okay, so they're just going for double para here. If we get even one attack off, I think we're okay. Okay, that's great. If we KO that, that'd be awesome. We should. Solar Blade is really, really strong. It's nice that the Nuzzle didn't go into the Lilligant because we still have our Sash preserved. If we get the Eruption off here, we're still in a really good position. Perfect. Okay, so like, obviously for us, like the value on that's like insanely good. They didn't even get to use Revival Blessing. We one of the threats to Ursaluna is gone, but even then, like it wasn't really threatening Ursaluna because we could just Terra Ghost. Urshifu in the back. Terra Dark. It's Terra Dark. And Annihilate. Okay. I feel like here, honestly, you just have to kind of click Eruption again, because like if you don't get double targeted on Torkoal, like it won't go down, and like even then, like you should still get the damage off. Also, just go for close combat. If we just kill this Ursh, like I think the game's over, because realistically, they shouldn't have a good way to they shouldn't really have a good way to beat Ursaluna once Urshifu's gone, right? Because like even with the Annihilate, like you need to get Rage Fist stacked. I guess if we're no, because we could just Terrafire, protect Trick Room, and then Haze Headlong, so it's fine. Because I was gonna say we're boosting the Annihilate, but it's actually really not that big of a deal. Also, we should still be faster than Urshifu. Unless they're like max speed Jolly. Okay, they go for Terrafire. So like that's a little annoying because obviously our Eruption's doing less, but like it's really not that big of a deal. As long as we get the damage off. We need the damage off on the Ursh. Okay, so they're either Scarf or they're Jolly. We'll find out in a second. Or maybe we will. Okay, we won't find out from their Lilligant, but maybe we'll find out from Torkoal. Okay, they just straight go to KO this thing, which makes sense. It would definitely be bad if we got parried here, for sure. Okay, Eruption. Is it Scarf? Oh, it didn't even die. Wow. Ooh. How dicey is this situation? So I think you have to bring in Clops and like just count on it being bulky. The fact that it can Terra Fire as well is probably pretty fine. They didn't even set up a bulk up or anything, so I think we should be okay. Clops is like pretty fat, right? So we could just go for a Eruption here and just go for a Terra Fire Trick Room, so we don't die to Wicked Blow. If we get Ursaluna in, like the game is just over. In Trick Room rather. Okay. And this is the nice thing about Clops, is just the fact that it has a ton of bulk to use, right? So. How much you do? Oh, that did nothing. Okay, I think we're fine. Yeah, that's not gonna KO. Yeah. Okay. Eruption comes out, perfect. And at this point, right, it's just like really bad for them because they're just taking like way too much damage on their Annihilate. Even with screens, like it makes no difference. Now you could even just go for like Earth Power Nightshade, and that should chunk it enough where like they're pretty much in range of like anything from Ursaluna, even without the Guts boost. The only bad situation would be a para into like them bulking up maybe, and then, or I guess they would have to Rage Fist, but yeah, they lose either way. I don't think there's any way for them to like, get out of this situation. They are taking their time. Did they disconnect? Okay, I think that's their end. I'm pretty sure. I think they just rage quit. Which is fine. Like, we had the win, right? I don't know if rage quit is a way. They probably just closed their switch. They're like, whatever. Alright. Okay. So we did win that game, to my understanding. So it'll update after next round. So right now we're 1-1 with the team, which isn't like terrible. Let's see what our next match is. Oh, FC. That's funny. F Corrado. So this is a Portuguese player. He's using Heatran. So Heatran's a little annoying for us. I feel like here though he doesn't have any way to stop Psychic Terrain. So I kind of want to just lead Psy Spam and then keep the Ursaluna in the back. Obviously we have to respect the Heatran, right? So I feel like having the, like, this spring would be very fine. If they have Ice Spinner on the Azu, that could be annoying, but I definitely like Psy Spam as a lead into this team because it just puts on a ton of pressure. You can just fire off Expanding Forces, like, for free. So, we'll have to see. Let's see. Okay. Got the Gastro in the... I said thumbnail because I'm YouTube pilled, but in reality, I mean like the player profile. Okay. I don't really see how this stops Follow Me Expanding Force, to be quite honest with you. I feel like I could literally just pick Follow Me Expanding Force and not care. I think they're going to assume I'm going to Trick Room too, so like I feel pretty okay to just click Follow Me and Expanding Force. Your Follow Me, Expanding Force. If they click sub, then we have to kind of game a bit more, but it's fine. Like this turn, I feel pretty safe to just click like Expanding and Follow Me. Okay. They did Earth Power, which makes sense. Okay, they Ice Beam too, which also makes sense. And we get an Expanding Force off. And Lando's dead. Okay. So that's like good. Free turn 1 KO. Only had to give up health on Indeedee, which is supposed to be losing health. Overall, a pretty okay trade. It's also lefties on the crest. Interesting. That kind of makes susceptible to Lilligant, so I kind of wish I had taken Lilligant now, but there's no way you know that, right? Most are running goggles. The ones that aren't running goggles are running Mental Herb, so. Let's see. What do you bring out here? Because, like, I mean, here, unless they have something to stop us, we could just go for Trick Room, right? So. Heatran. I like Follow Me Trick Room here, to be honest. Like, it's so safe. There's very little risk, right? We have our own Clops anyways. I'll set it later. And I also kind of wonder... Yeah, no, this is good. Yeah, Follow Me Trick Room here is just like really unpunishable. I mean, Heatran could sub. Oh, they click Protect. Okay. I don't know if that's bad. I feel like the fact that they're letting us get it up for free is like okay. Because I feel like then we just keep spamming like Follow Me and expanding. Go for Icing here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty okay with this. I like getting up Trick Room for free. I think you just Follow Me here again because you don't want to risk like Ursaluna coming in and getting chipped, and then you don't want to risk like something else happening, right? I feel like just clicking expanding here and just getting some chip is fine. Like the damage is pretty valuable. Okay. That's like decent chip, all things considered. Okay, Earth Power. Doesn't even KO, which is nice. Do they Trick Room again? I feel like here, if we just Terra Grass and Trick Room, it doesn't even matter. I wonder if... Okay, is this greedy? No, I don't think this is greedy at all. We're going to do this, and we're going to Terra Grass. And click Trick Room here, I think. It's risky if they make the read and click Ice Beam and a different attack, but I think actually they're very unlikely to double up. They're still clicking Earth Power, right? So they probably don't have anything to hit Armor Erosion. If they click Flash Cannon and Ice Beam here and they read the Terra Grass, that's like kudos to them. Okay. Alright, for Grass. Okay, did they Flash Cannon? Did they Ice Beam? That's bad. I don't like the drop. They Trick Room here. Okay, so they're like making reads basically that we're gonna like Trick Room. It's like, I don't know if it's bad per se. It's just like very awkward. It's a fun game. Okay, so if Dusclops comes in here, it's very low risk, right? So I kind of like bringing in Clops here. How many turns of Psychic Terrain are left? 1, right? Okay, so if we bring in Clops, protect. Oh, wait, hold on. That's Indeedee. We bring in Clops here, we protect, and then we switch in our Indeedee, sack it off, and set Psychic Terrain again and get Trick Room off. We should be in a relatively okay spot. And we just need Clops not to take too much damage, but this Clops is more especially defensive trained, so we should theoretically be really okay. Okay, it's gonna Terra. What's gonna Terra though? That's fine. Is that Terra Grass? It's Terra Bug. Oh, okay. So he was trying to survive whatever the Ursaluna was doing, but we just kind of switched around it. Dude, he tried to look so cute with Terra Bug actually. Maybe he Terra Blasted? No shot he's Terra Blast Bug. No, he Flash Cannon. He also Ice Beam, I'm sure. Okay, yep, he Ice Beam. Okay, cool. So I feel like here, I kind of value getting Trick Room up for sure, and just switching in Indeedee to reset Psychic Terrain. Like worst case, they make the read again, but they might be like, oh, no shot they do it again after like last time. So I kind of just like going for the Trick Room again, and then just going for Ursaluna. Let me double check to make sure Trick Room isn't up. Okay, cool. Like it doesn't hurt to check. Okay, and then Indeedee comes in, we sack off Indeedee, we get up our Psychic Terrain. Like that's pretty fine for us. The fact that they Terra'd a little prematurely here is actually probably better for us, because now we could just focus on getting rid of Crest, and then Armoros will beat the last two in theory. That's fine. They go for Protect. What do they do? Ice Beam? That's dude, that's insane. That's so good for us. That's actually phenomenal. That's the best possible turn we could have asked for. Okay, Trick Room goes up. Nice. Okay. What would they bring in if they were trying to keep their Heatran alive here? Because we can choose to double target in the Crest or double target in the Heatran here is a thing. And both are very safe. I kind of like the idea of Pain Splitting Crest, but I feel like Nightshade might do a bit more. I want to double target Crest. I don't want Trick Room to get reversed, and it's safer to just get rid of the Crest first. Especially too, because Heatran might be scared and want to switch. And if it goes for like a double protect too, we also just punish that. And any damage Clops takes, we could just split it back. Okay, alright. Into what? Okay. If we had targeted Heatran there, that would have been an instant loss for them, I think, but that's fine. Is it Rocky Helmet? It is Rocky Helmet, okay. Do we die to Heat Wave? As long as we don't die to Heat Wave, we just win. If we die to Heat Wave, then it's a bit more of a game. Okay, we are gonna die. So we have Expanding Force Pressure. I kind of want to just click Expanding Force on this, honestly. Like, it's so obvious, right? But like, I feel like you kind of just have to. Also, our Clops can 1v1 the Crest, I'm pretty sure. Okay. If we just Nightshade this and click Expanding Force, do we lose? No. I kinda wanna just do that. It's just so safe. Like, we won't die to Ice Beam. They didn't reverse Trick Room. We could make the read that they don't attack. Yep, okay. Do they click reverse Trick Room? Because then we could just Trick Room again. Okay, we have to make the read whether... Did they Ice Beam, though? Because if they Ice Beam to make the read that we were going to counter Trick Room, then, like, that's different. Okay. Oh, they Lunar Blessing. Okay, so that's fine, actually. I think we win now. Because we can just Pain Split the Heatran, get all of, like, get a ton of health back. Heatran's max HP is what? If, well, we don't want to split it. We want to click, Nightshade into it. They assumed that we were going to make the read that they were going to go for the Trick Room, so, like, they didn't Trick Room. So it's, like, kind of mind games on mind games, but this should just be a free KO with Expanding and, Nightshade. Okay, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Okay, nice. That's perfect. Now I think we just win, because we just spend Nightshade babe. Okay. There's a way for them to win. There is a way for them to win. Did they Ice Beam? They did Ice Beam. Okay, we Heat Wave here and we click Nightshade and we go for the KO. If we get the KO here, we just win. Because if we, like, I think we have to go for the knockout here. It's just, like, optimal. How many Nightshades do we have? Oh, we have so many Nightshades. Connect. Connect, connect, connect. Connect both. Okay, this is Heat Wave range for sure. Okay, nice. Sweet. GG's to the opponent. They played, like, really well, especially with the reversing Trick Room. It was just, honestly, like, it was Trick Room mind games, right? It's like, do you reverse the Trick Room? Do you not reverse the Trick Room? Like, how do you kind of approach that, right? Because the whole mind game with the Trick Room teams is like, yeah, they could just, like, sure, you could reverse their Trick Room, but then if I click Trick Room 2, then you've done nothing and you've just given me more turns of Trick Room, right? So that's kind of the tricky aspect of this kind of matchup, and I don't mind the Ice Beam, because it's like, if you get a freeze, you win. If you get a crit, you win. And then it's like, also, if you call me out on the mind game, then you also win. So it's like, I definitely understand, like, the logic behind it. All right, so we're 2-1 for the day. Maybe we could get 5 in. I think five games would be good. Let's see how this next one goes. Okay, we're against Ham. Oh, they have DD armors as well. I kind of just want to play the mirror into them, to be honest with you. Like, I actually think we just play the mirror. If we take our Ursaluna, that's fine, and then our Dusclops in the back, because it kind of just lets us outlast their Trick Room. If they lead anything other than in DD Armorage, it's just a free Expanding Force for us. They could take their Crest for what it's worth, right? Which could be kind of annoying, but let's kind of see. Let's see. They are taking their time. Alright, I kind of wonder if they're gonna go with the Crest actually in the lead, now that I think about it a bit more. Oh my god. Like, our lead isn't terrible, but if they do go with the Crest, that could be kind of annoying. Like you saw in the last game, actually. Oh. Oh, is their Ogerpon faster than their Flutter? Because I understand what they might be doing here. They might just be going straight for like a pair of fire and just kill. And then flutter shadow balls and wins. Let's see if their booster special attack. If their booster special attack, I'm pretty sure that flutter is slower. Oh, that's rough. To be honest with you guys, like, it's literally, I feel like this is a bit of a 50-50 for us. I kind of want to just Terra Grass Expanding Force. Because the thing is like Trick Rooming with that Mon, the Indeedee, is like, if they double target into it, we're fine anyways. And if they just click regular Ivy Cudgel and Moonblast, then we cut our losses and we just accept that like we're gonna have to win with Ursa. I don't like, man, I don't know if I like this actually. Let's see what they do. It's really risky to click Shadow Ball here. Okay, they targeted Indeedee. They glean. We live? Okay, nice. Okay, this is actually really, really good. Oh, we're pressuring so hard now with the damage, actually. So they might try and switch in Indeedee here to try and like soak up the damage that Flutter should be taking. So we're gonna switch in our Ursa here to get a free like burn, and we're gonna go for Expanding Force. I think they're gonna click Spiky Shield on their Ogerpon, and they're gonna switch out Flutter into Indeedee, if I had to guess. Which then this sets us up for like a devastating like turn 2 or turn 3 that just beats them. Like, you never want, the key with side spam teams is never leaving your Indeedee on the field for too long if you can afford to switch it out, because then you just get like a really passive board state that's like not doing anything for you. Yep. Biggie Shield. If Armorosh comes in here, we're still like in a great position because we can just throw out a Facade. If they're follow me though, that would be the only drawback, right? We could protect Ursa as well, but we might regret that. No, it's like, it makes sense though to protect it, I feel like. You're trying to keep it like relatively safe for this turn. Let's see what they bring in. It really depends on what they're bringing in here, honestly. I think they should bring in Armorosh if they have it, yeah. Protect Expanding would be so safe here. The only way they punish us for that is if they go for a Trick Room here. But I think they're gonna click Follow Me to redirect our Ursa, and then they're gonna go for a Expanding Force back, if I had to guess. That's like kind of the play you want to make if you have Follow Me. If they're SD and we just misjudged it, then that kind of sucks, but it's fine. Also, if for some reason they go first, which isn't likely. No, but even then, that'd be fine, because then Dusclops comes in, and we just click Nightshade into Ogerpon, and we just click Facade into Armorosh, and the game's over. So. Okay. I like the Protect, actually, the more I think about it. I think it's reasonable. Okay. Do they follow me? They wide guard. Okay. That's a little annoying, actually. Do they take out our Armorosh, though? Because if they take out our Armorosh, we're fine. We just win the game. Please kill Armorosh. Oh, dude, this is awesome. Oh, okay, this is great. Now, yeah. Because now we just get in our Dusclops, we click Nightshade into Ogerpon, KO it, and then we go for Facade and Armorosh. That's game. They didn't Terra, so they could Terra in the grass, but if we just Facade, then we don't have any risk. I actually really like that. Okay, that's perfect then. Does Facade KO though? Armorosh is pretty bulky. I mean, we still have to go for it, but like, yeah. Facade into you, Nightshade into you, and then that's the game. If they follow me. If they don't have follow me, maybe we should have doubled up into Armorosh, but maybe we should have doubled up into it. I'm just worried about like a random Power Whip or something. So like that's why I'm kind of just splitting the damage here. And I feel like Facade, I should have more confidence in Ursaluna's Facade. It's 140 base power normal move. Then you get Stab on top of that, right? And then Guts boost, and it's just so insanely strong. Okay, we KO Ogerpon. Do we knock out Armorosh? That's a big thing. If we knock out Armorosh here, the game's just done. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we just won the game now. I wonder if it's Crest back. That would actually make a lot of sense. Because you wouldn't want to bring out Crest because it's too passive against this board. It could also just be in DD. Yeah. That also makes sense. Facade, and then we can Pain Split just to get some chip. Okay, nice. Yeah, our Ursa Luna's really been carrying our games. We used Torkoal Lilligant, obviously, in the game against Palmic Grim, but I feel like even Lilligant was fine in the first game too, but I feel like, honestly, the Ursa Luna's been the highlight. It just does so much damage, and, like, it works so well with Clops, right? Because you get the Haze, you get the Pain Split. Like, there's just so many cool things you can do with it. So I really like how they, how those two work together. I think it's definitely, like, the best part of the team for sure. Okay, and then we'll do one more with the team. But definitely can't complain. I mean, 3-1 record, right? So our first one was a loss, but I think the team's been solid. And then for our next video, we're going to be using the team I used for week 2 of World Cup, which is going to be the Salamence Rain team. So keep an eye out for that, guys. Definitely, I'm going to be trying to post more videos. I'm going to be trying to do more battle style videos these next couple of videos you're going to see, just because, like, it's content that I haven't really posted as much on this channel. So let me know if you guys actually enjoy this kind of content. You want to see more of it. I actually, like, I think it's good too to get some practice in for, like, you know, events as well. Like, just to get some games on the ladder. So they have Scarlet, so I don't really like that. If they're Terra Grass, we can't Lilligant Torkoal them, which isn't great. Roaring Moon too is, like, kind of annoying. Oh, but Torkoal's so good into Mammoth Swine and Sinistcha as well. Well, also, they have no answers to size. Okay, hold on. They lead Roaring Moon into us. That could be really, like, that could present some issues. I like the idea of leading Lilligant and like the idea of leading Indeedee because Lilligant can pressure Sleep Powder immediately. Then we keep our Armroche and Ursa Luna in the back. We don't take our Torkoal because Torkoal's, like, kind of bait for the Cerulege. It would be really good in the Sinistcha, but I think between Ice Punch on our Ursa Luna and having Expanding Force Armroche, like, we should have enough. We just need to make sure we deal with the Dark types properly. We're most likely going to end up committing our Terra to Indeedee to go for Terra Fairy, so we don't, like, just immediately fold to knock off from Roaring Moon. Let's see. Okay, Gyarados and Roaring Moon. I kind of actually really like playing aggressive here. Like, if you click Terra Fairy and click Dazzling Gleam here, and you just click, like, Sleep Powder into Gyarados, if they don't Terra their Roaring Moon, they get absolutely shredded here. And they're probably not going to expect as an offensive turn as we're going to go for here. Most likely. And Knockoff isn't, like, putting any pressure on us. They might actually want to go for Knockoff for what it's worth. Is it attack? It's attack. Okay. I kind of want to throw a Sleep Powder into you now. No, I like this. Sleep Powder and then click Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam. It's just very safe, right? If they Terra Flying Acrobatics here, it's a little bit dicier, but I still think we'll be okay. Because we still have Sleep Powder pressure. We could have also close combated here, but I think... Oh, okay, they didn't Terra. Well, that's actually really good for us then, because we're going to get a ton of damage with the Terra Fairy. Okay... Oh, okay, this is great. Oh, this is a phenomenal turn. This is exactly what we would have wanted. I don't think they have long. They might have gone for a taunt. Like, it sounds crazy because it's just an Indeedee, but I feel like clicking Sleep Powder or Dazzling Gleam is, like, so safe here. It's gonna do, like, nothing to Gyarados, though. Yeah. That was some weak damage. Sleep Powder into you, and then click Dazzling Gleam into you. If we get a Sleep Powder off here, like, we're good. And then next turn, we'll click after you Trick Room, so we can't get taunted. If we connect Sleep Powder. Actually, technically, we can still do after you. Trick Room either way. As long as we're faster than Roaring Moon. Technically, just because they have the attack boost, though, doesn't mean that necessarily you're going to outspeed it. They're going to go for Terra Flying here. Maybe they're going for the Acrobatics then. They're gonna go for Acrobatics. Let's see who's faster between the Roaring Moon and the Lilligant. If we get Sleep Powder off first, we're in such a good spot. Oh, nice. That's actually huge. We just need Gyarados to not wake up. Oh, that's so good. Okay. Even though it looks like we're not really getting much done, getting this damage off is like still nice because it's gonna tip the Roaring Moon into range of Expanding Force. And here we can guarantee we get Trick Room up, so we can't get taunted by just going for after you Trick Room. We could just after you the Trick Room, so it goes first. Yep. And there we go. Awesome. So now Trick Room's guaranteed up, even if Roaring Moon moves, it doesn't matter. Trick Room's done. You can't avoid it. They slept again, so we could have played greedy here, but I think it was better what we did. Okay. Alright, so we kind of want to switch here. I don't think they're really going to target into this, so I kind of want to just go straight for the switch, and go for the Follow Me. Because if we just get in... Oh, maybe we should get in Ursaluna then if we're going to do that, though. Yeah, I think we get in Ursaluna and click Follow Me. We guarantee that, our Ursaluna comes in for free. Okay. So you're kind of seeing the more like creative ways you can kind of play this style of team, right? Like we're not exactly using the tools the way you would normally expect them to be used all the time, right? Like we're kind of like inverting it a little bit after you Trick Room, like not setting Trick Room immediately. Like the key really is just making sure like you're not just giving them free value out of turns. What's Acrobatics going into? That's fine, actually. That's definitely the ideal targeting of the two that you'd want it to go into. I kind of feel like switching out Indeedee here. I don't really feel like it's doing much for us anymore. We could throw a Facade in the Gyarados if we want. But I kind of feel like I kind of feel like this is just a safer play. It's still like a game, by the way. Like, by no means is this game like over. I don't like bringing in the Armroge first here, mostly because you kind of want the burn on the Ursa, and there's also King Gambit in the back, which can still switch into Psychic moves, so you can't exactly just like, just say like, okay, yeah, you're not gonna like click this move, you know? So. All right. And they protect Roaring Moon. Do they protect Gyarados? If they don't protect Gyarados, we would have much rather targeted Gyarados here. Okay, that's like annoying. Do they Waterfall, or what did they do? What this is kind of telling me is that they just don't have Protect on Gyarados, to be honest with you. I think they're going to switch out Roaring Moon here because they don't want to lose it. So what we're going to do is we're going to full-on commit to that. We're going to go for a Facade into the Gyarados, and we're going to go for a Heat Wave here and read that they're going to switch into King Gambit. If they don't switch and they get it right, then so is, you know, like, what can you do? But let's see. Oh, Sarah Ledge. Okay, well, so we didn't Facade it, though. Okay. I don't know how much I like that. We could switch in and click Expanding. They don't really have any switch-ins, but do they have the King Gambit is a question. We don't know if they have Gambit is our biggest issue here. But also switching out is good because we just get the damage. They get the Fire Boost. I still think our Ursaluna can win here because we have the After You Lilligant. I think we have to prioritize guaranteed getting damage down. So I like the idea of switching and clicking Expanding Force. If they switch in King Gambit and read us here, then that's just like a well-played moment. You know what I mean? If they have King Gambit and they played it like this, like perfectly, then they did a great job. We can't even be mad. But I don't think they have King Gambit because I feel like King Gambit would have come in there for the instead of Sarah Ledge. Well, actually, maybe not because then you're like, okay, yeah, I know you're not going to click Expanding. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, this doesn't tell us anything yet because we're supposed to switch first. Okay. Does Expanding come out and kill both? Or not, kill one. Okay, great. That's a good turn. We kill the Gyarados. Okay, so that's like not the worst. At least we got something done. Which is like good. Wait. Don't target Armroge. Oh, Volca. Is that bad? I don't think that's terrible. I think they're Shadow Sneak then. That means they don't have Poltergeist. Which means we should have a free Expanding Force. But am I going to regret it if I take that risk and I lose? Nah, I won't regret it. Because if they're playing like this, that means they probably have the Shadow Sneak. Okay. Don't have Poltergeist. If they have Poltergeist, they gamed on us so hard. Or maybe they're 3 attacks bulk up. I don't know. I could have protected and waited for after you. They do have it. Oh my god. That's so brutal, actually. Okay, so we should have protected. That's on me. Can we win? Yes. Is it likely? I don't know. How do we win this game? First, we have to make the read where the move is going. If we make the read that Acrobatics is going into Lilligant, we click Facade. If we make the read that's going into something else, so we click... I kind of just like going for Sleep Powder here and just going for Protect. It's like so safe. I'm gonna do that. It's like our best play, I think, honestly. Okay, alright. Good. That's awesome. Okay. Okay, nice. Alright, so we have to make a call here, which is... Do we After You Facade bank on Sleep and guaranteed get value? I think we have to, is the thing. Like, it's the best play, because you just guarantee kill Roaring Moon instead of counting on the 75% chance and the chance he wakes up from sleep. You're only giving him a chance to wake up from sleep instead. So I think odds-wise, it's always better to click After You here and click Facade into the Roaring Moon, which we're gonna do that. It's like, don't get me wrong, this game is very much like scary for us, but we can still win. Stay asleep, Sarah Ledge. That's what we need. We need Sarah Ledge to just sleep. Okay. Sleep. You're very sleepy, buddy. Sleep. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's see. So he's sleeping. What is in the back? That is the question. Is it King Gambit? If it's King Gambit, I'm okay with that. That's very okay. It's alright. It's like fine. I'm gonna After You guarantee. We need to kill Sarah Ledge. If we don't kill Sarah Ledge, we lose the game. So we need to just get rid of this thing. This is a very close game, actually. It's coming really close to down the wire. Like, we'll live a, is this Scarf Mammoth? Oh my god, if it's Scarf Mammoth, then. Oh. Okay, I think he just forgot. Well, that's good for us. Goodbye. I mean, I'll take it. I think he should have, like, I think Ice will crash him in this closer. Maybe it's Scarf, though. I don't know. No, it's not Scarf. If it was Scarf, he would have just crashed. Okay, I'm not clicking After You. Oh, maybe he's... No, that doesn't even make sense, though. All right, we're going to CC here. And we're going to just Facade, and that should guarantee the game. That's fine. He's stalling for burn, but I don't think he can win off of that. How much does this do? 29 down to 15. So 14. Okay, so we should be fine. We'll live another turn. Okay. Okay, that's fine because we got the. We're just out of burn range, I think. Let's see. 1 HP. 1. Alright. This guy's probably like, what the heck? Doesn't matter. And now we win. Oh, they're life orb. Okay, yeah, it's definitely game over. It was over anyways, regardless of whether Ursulina survived or not. Alright, nice. Dude, those are some really good games. Definitely really happy with how the team played, especially in games like 2 to 5. Obviously, game 1, so like that's kind of the main thing with this team is like the Chien-Pao Rillaboom matchups for this team are like really difficult, but into everything else it's like super strong, right? So it's kind of like a trade-off. That's obviously a really tough trade-off to make though, because like those teams are so common. It was just like when I had brought it in World Cup, I was just sure my opponent wasn't using it, right? So it's definitely not something that I would what's it called? I would bring to the tournament because it's just very risk heavy, right? It's not like necessarily, I guess it's not like the worst team ever, but yeah, there's definitely like some risk associated with it, right? Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, next video will be with a Salamence Rain team, which will be really sick, so I'm excited for you guys to see that. But yeah, make sure to like, subscribe. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this kind of content and, you know, even what kind of teams you guys would like to see next. The team's up on the Patreon, and if you're interested in my coaching, that is also down below as well. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.